What's up, everybody? Happy Thursday. Hope all of you are having a great day so far. Um, I have a couple of announcements to make, few things to say before I go into this video. Um, Apparently, I just found out today. Um, Condolences, prayers go out to Dominic Zaprania, who plays Dante Falconieri. Apparently, according to reports, over the weekend, this past weekend, I'm guessing, his mother passed away because of a stroke. That's what's being reported. I think he tweeted about it, but he didn't really say what the problem was. So prayers go out to him. And I didn't get to see like the last 5 minutes of this episode because of the news reports, because there was a shot fired at the Capitol, at the White House or whatever. There was shots fired. So I'm just going to talk about majority of the stuff that I did see. So anyway, today's episode was pretty good. Some good stuff on today's episode. It kind of felt like a filler episode, but I liked it for once. And normally I do not like filler episodes. It wasn't all the way a filler episode because the Maxie storyline is one of the big storylines that's going on, plus the Robin storyline. So it wasn't all the way a filler episode, but the Patrick scenes and stuff, that was just filler. So anyway, Dr. Obrecht or whatever, Jerry Jacks is basically trying to speed Robin up on the cure. So this bitch, Dr. Obrecht, she brought the baby, Britt's baby, alleged baby. She brought it to. Wait a minute. Before I get into this, you know what? No, I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna wait till I talk about Britt to talk about what I got to say, because something is confusing me. So anyway, she brought the baby to the Cassadine Island, and Jerry Jacks was looking at Dr. Obrecht like she done lost her fucking mind. Like, how dumb can you be? And I agree with Jerry. You kidnapped that baby, and you're gonna bring the baby to Cassadine Island where their operations are, where they hide in Robin? Why would you do that? Knowing that Anna Devane is gonna be ferociously looking for that baby. She's going to put out all types of APBs. She's going to involve the FBI. She's going to involve the WSB. She put out an Amber Alert. Why would you bring the baby to Cassadine Island, knowing that she's going to probably find you there? You're putting everything that Jerry Jacks is doing at risk. Like, how stupid can you be? Talking about she needs somebody to watch the baby. Jerry was looking at that bitch like, bitch, I ain't watching no baby. So I want to know, who is really running this whole operation? Is it Faison? Is it Julie and Jerome? Who's really in charge? Was it Helena Cassadine? Because I'm pretty sure Obrecht and Jerry Jacks were not running the operations here. Because for one, Jerry Jacks, he's always the middleman in every scheme. He's never really the boss of the operation. He's always the middleman. He's the one everybody thinks is the boss all the time, but really he's just the front. He's the middle guy that the real boss hires to handle shit. Jerry don't like to be the boss. He likes to be the middleman. That's how he likes it. You know what I'm saying? But Obrecht is really just annoying. So Robin was in the lab watching the video from the nurse's ball, and she seen Britt announce her pregnancy. So Obrecht brings the baby in there, and that scene was just kind of funny because Robin, when she told Robin that she want her to watch the baby, and Robin was like, what am I now, a babysitter now? I was like, right? Bad enough that you have to find a cure. Now you're a glorified babysitter. Is there no ends to her talents? I was being sarcastic, by the way. So this bitch, Westbourne, Obrecht, she tried to lie just to get Robin to look after the baby. She told her that that's Patrick and Britt's baby, Britt or whatever. But Robin didn't believe it at first. But now she's trying to ensure that that is the baby. So speaking of, Britt and Nicholas, they went over to they had went over to Anna Devane's office, and she was contacting the WSB and stuff. So Britt wanted to know if they found the baby, or, you know, do they got any leads? And, you know, Anna told her not yet, but they do know that her mother took off on a plane and stuff, so they're starting to get closer. They're just trying to pinpoint her location. But Anna did tell her that she's sure Faison was kind of behind this, or somebody she was working with, an ally. But Britt can't, you know, tell her anything else or whatever. She don't have no information of who Obrecht could be working with, because she claims that her mother never confided in her, which is a lie, somewhat of a lie. So, you know, Anna was telling her that about Robin being kidnapped when she was little and stuff. Here's my thing. I'm confused about this. If Britt is not Ben's mother and Lulu is the mother, and people are so sure Britt has something to do with that as far as the embryo, how come she's so worried about getting this baby back and she keeps calling the baby her baby? I'm starting to think that if the baby is Lulu and Dante's and Britt is not the biological mother, Obrecht implanted that embryo in her and Britt didn't know it, or something to that effect had to happen, or she might have used Dante's sperm or whatever and got herself pregnant. One of the two happened, but I really don't think Britt has any clue that that baby is not hers. I don't think she knows. I think she thinks that the baby really is hers. Whatever, I don't know what the scheme is, but I like Britt, but sometimes I just feel like she's stupid. Like, you want this baby back, but why are you not telling Anna the whole truth? Why not tell Anna the whole scheme? Why is she continuously protecting her stupid mother? The bitch that constantly calls her fat and torments her. Why are you protecting her? Why not tell Anna Devane that Faison is your father? Tell her the whole truth. If you really do want to be redeemed, like Britt keeps claiming that she wants to get away from her mother, she wants a new life. Well, if that's true, to prove it, you got to be honest. And she's not being completely honest. That's my problem. She could end this whole thing right now by being completely honest, but she's not. So that's the problem I have with her. And it's really going to be bad if her and Nicholas try to become a couple, because Nicholas is not going to trust her. He can't trust somebody that's constantly telling lies. That's the biggest problem. Trust is everything, and I agree. So anyway, Spinelli, he was talking with Ellie and told her everything that happened and that Dante and Lulu know the truth. And Ellie, I agree with Ellie. It is good that the truth came out. As you know, Spinelli feels like Brad, you know, ruined Dante and Lulu's happiness, and I agree with Ellie. Maybe it's for the best that happened. You know, Spinelli and Maxie need to get their baby back. It's been going on long enough, and it's time for them to just stop wallowing around town feeling guilty and feeling sorry for themselves and fight. Get your child back. So anyway, Maxie went to the diner. Patrick, Sabrina, Mac, Felicia, and Emma were all there, you know, thinking about Robin, because, you know, Emma seen that Patrick wasn't wearing his ring and stuff. And they were all talking about how what they do to remember Robin and stuff like that. So Maxie came over there to talk to Felicia and Mac about the baby stuff, and she told them that the baby is really hers and Spinelli's. And she told Felicia and Mac who else knew about this, and she told them that Frisco knew. And Felicia running her squeaky voice, talking about he's a jackass, talking about how he abandoned her when she was a kid and he wasn't there for her. Hello, Felicia, you weren't there for Maxie or Georgie either when they were growing up. You abandoned them too. So pop meat kettle. She has no right to bash Frisco for abandoning their children when she did the same thing. You just recently got back in Maxie's life a year ago. You think getting back in her life a year ago when she's a grown woman makes up for all the years that you and Frisco missed out on her life? No. So you can't judge Frisco for something that you also played a part in. Talking about some Frisco is an enabler. So are you. So is Spinelli. All of them are enablers when it comes to Maxie. Because instead of showing her what's real and what's right and what's wrong, she does the wrong thing. Instead of, and they just condone it. I mean, they just enable her to keep on lying and keep being selfish. So if he's an enabler, so are you. So is Spinelli. Let's be real about it. So now they know that they have a granddaughter. I don't know what their next move is going to be. I think she should definitely file for custody and get her child back. It's the right thing to do. It's time to put this situation to bed completely. So Lulu and Dante were talking about the baby. See, this is what I was talking about yesterday. Dante, clearly, I believe he loves Connie. He loves her to death. That's his daughter in every way that counts to him. But he just don't feel comfortable keeping Maxie and Spinelli's child. Now that he knows it's their child, I don't think he feel comfortable about keeping it. The only reason why he's probably going to fight for custody is because that's what Lulu wants. Lulu is starting to get on my goddamn nerves. I'm trying to see both points of view. I see Dante's point of view, and I also see Lulu's point of view for wanting to keep the baby because she did fall in love with this child for 9 months. She bonded with this child for months. So I can see why she would want to keep it, but that don't make it right. She know it's the right thing to do to give the baby back, and that's what Dante was trying to tell her, but she don't want to hear it. And now she talking about she know a way to, back Maxie off to make sure that Maxie don't take their baby away from them. What's she gonna do? Try to blackmail her or something? That's what I'm trying to think. What did Maxie do in the past that Lulu knows about that she could probably try and blackmail her with? That's what I'm trying to think. Because I can't remember if it ever happened, but Lulu is playing a dangerous game right now that you just do not want to play with. So my thing about it is, Dante, talk to your wife, talk some sense into this girl. And the only excuse that Lulu can bring up is the fact that Spinelli and Maxie told her that they can keep the baby. Dante, I agreed pretty much with everything he said today about the Miranda rights and stuff and why they read their suspects the Miranda rights. Because people do say things in the heat of the moment and when they're emotional. They do say things that they don't really mean later. And I think that's exactly what happened with Maxie and Spinelli when they said that they can keep the baby. They said something in the heat of the moment. They were very emotional. So there's no way in hell they meant what they were saying. And I'm pretty sure they know in their heart that's not what they want. They want to have their baby back. Lulu, just give the damn baby back, for crying out loud. Just give it back. I understand it's difficult, but for fuck's sake, it's their child. And Ron and Frank are straight up recycling storylines because the same thing happened back in 2009 with Jessica Buchanan and Star Manning. Remember when Jessica gave birth to Chloe, but she was Tess? And they swapped babies and stuff, and Star and Cole baby died, but Hope was really with Jessica, and Jessica found out and had to give the baby back. But now I think what they're trying to do with this storyline is they're not trying to give the baby back. They're trying to have a full-blown custody battle, which is a waste of everybody's time. And a waste of money that Maxie and Spinelli, Dante and Lulu don't have, because you're wasting money on attorney's fees that y'all can't afford. Just give the damn kid back and call it a day. Like, it's common sense. So anyway, I hope all of you have a great day. I will see all of you tomorrow for Friday's episode. Have a great day.